release date for the much anticipated Masters of the Universe film is getting closer, and we can't stay calm about it. We've been thrilled since the moment director Travis Knight decided to bring back the legendary franchise, and all the earlier teasers and trailers have been promising enough that we're still hoping for a worthy entry that will preserve the He-Man legacy. Now, the international trailer has been released, and it does a good job of hyping up the enthusiasm in the fan community, and yes, most of the footage seen in that international trailer comes from earlier teasers and trailers, but there are also some completely new clips that drop more hints about what we can expect from the film. Well, as of now, the official international trailer is a big deal in itself for those who have seen the project go through development hell for decades. In this video, we're going to explore some of the crazy new details that have been spotted in this trailer and what it means for the film. It's going to be a good one, so let's get into it.
Too scared to use it?
I know how to use it.
We get new footage of Adam's life on Earth. We were wondering what the life of Prince Adam would look like on Earth, where he's basically in hiding, away from the tyranny of Skeletor. The early teasers and trailers suggest that he longs to go back home, but this time around we have some extra footage of his earthly life. As shown in the international trailer, Adam is rather obsessed with swords, and this leads him to look up all kinds of swords on his computer, something that one of his colleagues finds disturbing and intimidating. Basically, Adam is completely smitten by all the nerd stuff and sword things, and there's a fun little moment where a woman from his workplace tells him that his actions have freaked out someone named Daryl, who can be seen standing outside the room. Now, this young lady seems to be rather nice and knows that Adam means no harm. She could be his manager on Earth or someone from HR who has received complaints about Adam checking out sword pictures on his computer. Maybe the movie will reveal a friendship between the two, but I don't think there will be any romantic angle here like some fans are suggesting. Daryl is someone that Adam dislikes, as he clearly admits during his meeting with the well-wishing woman, and you can expect some comic relief from his interactions with Daryl. Also, it's worth noting that the trailer shows some of the sketches made by Adam during his time on Earth, and they do hold some significance. For starters, he remembers everything because he has a pretty accurate picture of Skeletor. Also, he probably has some idea that the Power Sword is about energy because he's tried to portray it similarly in one of his sketches, and we have to wonder how this whole thing's going to play out in the movie, but we're sure his time on Earth will be fun to watch. A close look at Tri-Klops. This will be an exciting moment for fans because the early teasers and trailers didn't give us a clear picture of Tri-Klops, at least not as good as the one we got in the newly released international trailer. We gotta say, the toy is doing a pretty good approximation, and for those wondering if the toy is close to how he looks, check out the new trailer. You can see the lack of armor on the character as he stands there in one of the shots. The shoulder blades stand out for us, and you then see his mechanical arm, which looks absolutely fascinating on screen. We hope they do justice to this character in the movie, although it's unlikely that you'll see him for a very significant role. A closer look at Jared Leto's Skeletor. Any He-Man fan will tell you about the importance of Skeletor, because without the perfect villain, the heroism always falls short. Now, the thing with Jared Leto's Skeletor is that it did impress a lot of people during the early teasers and trailers, even the people like us who aren't necessarily fans of the actor. That said, the new international trailer really hits a home run with the extended Skeletor footage. We love how it highlights how deadly and dangerous Skeletor really is, and you see him walking towards the camera in one of those scenes. There's absolute devastation around him and everything is in ruins, but he's hardly bothered. Also, the sinister voice that we hear complements his character quite nicely, and we think it can be said with certainty that the new movie is taking Skeletor very seriously. When he holds He-Man down, you can see that he's totally ripped, and his dialogue is a way to demoralize and demotivate the hero. The OG He-Man music is a hit of nostalgia. You know, I actually missed this the first time because I was so busy looking for new clips in the trailer. Perhaps one of the most defining moments from the international trailer, though, is the OG He-Man music. It tells you that the makers mean business, and they intend to take you right back to the glory days of He-Man. The trailer uses the original music from the 80s cartoon, and it's such a delightful background score that we hope they keep it unchanged for the movie as well.
The stories you're telling, Adam, that you're stuck here until you find this magic sword.
It's quite likely that they do so because an earlier teaser also had the old school music to give the fans something to relive. King Randor is a fighter. We've seen King Randor in earlier footage, but we think he gets a little extra in this trailer when he's seen fighting a losing battle. This is the time when young Prince Adam was sent to Earth for his well-being, but Randor doesn't go down without a fight. It seems like he's about to draw his sword even though he's outnumbered and his forces have been run down. This is exactly the kind of King Randor we want to see, not the one who's always under the protective shield of He-Man. The lore suggests that he's a capable warrior in his own right, and we hope the movie captures that. Whether or not he'll be alive to see the return of Prince Adam and the revival of his kingdom, we'll only know once we see the movie in theaters, but one thing is for certain, the movie will be taking this character seriously, and he won't just be overshadowed in tragedy. We have an updated official synopsis. Well, it's not like the overall narrative was a big secret because most of the previous trailers gave us a pretty clear outline, but now there's been some modifications to the Amazon MGM official synopsis, and that coincides with the international trailer release. According to the synopsis, the legendary franchise is back to the big screen in this epic live-action adventure. After being separated for 15 years, the Sword of Power leads Prince Adam back to Eternia, where he discovers his shattered home under the fiendish rule of Skeletor. In order to save his family and his world, Adam must join forces with his closest allies, Teela and Duncan, and embrace his true destiny as He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. We gotta say, this sounds like the perfect He-Man story, and if they pull it off without ruining any fan-favorite moments or expectations, this will go down as one of the best movies in the franchise. Adam is a WWE fan. Well, this is something that got me excited at least, because never before have I been able to say that Prince Adam and I had something in common. The new trailer shows that Adam is engrossed in all sorts of geeky stuff during his time on Earth, and we've already mentioned his obsession with swords. However, what caught our eye during a shot of his room was the WWE action figures on stands. Our hero definitely likes some wrestling action, and we think we even spotted Rey Mysterio among them. Also, the close look at his best friend on Earth is a fun little moment. It seems like Adam has found himself the perfect geek's den during his exile. This entire sequence probably won't last too long in the movie, but it will be a worthy beginning that gives us something to laugh about before the crazy action begins. Some more footage of He-Man fighting. One of our favorite things in this trailer is the part where Prince Adam transforms into He-Man because he looks absolutely fascinating. Nicholas Galitzine definitely looks the part and has the right physique, and the Filmation-accurate transformation will look spectacular on the big screen. The new international trailer adds a few seconds of footage in some of his fights, and the one thing you notice here is how people are blown away by the sheer impact of his transformation. He then takes on Skeletor, and even though the villain is insanely powerful, He-Man is a spirited young man who won't go down without a fight. The footage only increases our excitement for the upcoming release because these fights are to be savored on the big screen with the perfect sound effects and background score. We didn't learn a whole bunch of new stuff from the international trailer, but we can't expect the makers to give away too much, can we? I mean, we already have the basic storyline, and the seconds of new footage give us a lot more context. We'd love to hear your take on this matter in the comments down below. Are you irritated by the recycling of the same footage over and over, or do you understand the constraints and see this as the perfect teaser to lead you to the theaters? Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons to let us know, and we'll be sure to make a lot more like it. Otherwise, thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and we'll see ya in the next one.